Okay, so I'm going live now. Okay, this is my first time I've actually set a live event on the Expat channel where I actually set a reminder, and I've got a feeling I might set up another video. So I've got a horrible feeling a lot of people watching my other video when they should be watching this one. So sorry, guys. First time's always the worst. I can see people coming in now. So yeah, please help me out on that. I take it you can hear me all right. I've got the mic on. I can see the camera all right. Oh, Stuart's come in. Hi, Stuart. Nice to see you. Mick, yeah, I'm doing fine. Skillet, yeah. Am I right in thinking I've got another video that's gone live and nothing's going on that? Sound is good. That's good. Right, guys, I've got my dog outside. I'm going to let my dog in a minute, so just bear with me. I'll just got to let the dog in. What the fuck are you doing now? Come on. Right, good girl. Right, my missus must have let the dog out. So anyway, I'm back now, guys. Yeah, sorry about that, Iron Horse. It's the first time I've sort of set a reminder. I'm not really sure how that went. I did watch one of those YouTube videos setting it up. Didn't really explain about the end, but anyway, hopefully got 23 in, so it's looking good. Yeah, so I'll just let a few more people come in first, because I know some of the guys in the UK, it's 8 o'clock there, and I think they're doing their thank you for the other services at the moment. Skillet saying the quality's poor. Yeah, I think it might differ in certain places. It could be my internet, could be your internet, but if people can see it's all right. No, the dog's all right. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Yeah, I wasn't expecting the dog to come down. Brian, nice to see you, mate. Nice to see that the Borders Drone Seekers has come on here tonight. Not great unless, yeah. I think what I'll do now, we've got 37 in, which is good. I'll just give you, I mean, what this is supposed to be about is my monthly Q&A. Now, I've done the Q&A for over a year, well, a year now, I should say. And I thought I'd do something a bit different this time and do some questions. I don't know how that's going to go. Now, I did write some things down. Oh, yeah, the first thing I want to say, thank you first for all the people that buys me a coffee. Most appreciate that. And I've got to say a thank you to Keith. They know who they are. Donna, Robert, and Alison. Really appreciate that. I mean, I know at the moment I can't even get out and buy a coffee. But as soon as this lockdown's released, whenever that's going to be. Now, I don't know about you guys. Will, nice to see you from the US. At the moment, there's chat about with the government on about the 10th of May, and it sounds like UK has already done that already. But ours was supposed to finish on the 26th of April, but they're already talking and looking at the death tolls today in Spain. One day it was going down, and it looks like it's gone back up again. Martin, top man, nice to see you pop in. Now, guys, I will try and say hello to each of you. Jackie's just popped in as well. But when I'm talking, sometimes I don't always catch what's going on down at the right-hand column, but I will keep popping in now and again. I saw Glenn's there, Dean, the old codger. Haley's just popped in as well. Good. So yeah, that's the situation at the moment, and it looks like, no doubt, we're probably going well into May, and then probably going into June. So Xbox One, he's got in. Well done, Gavin. Is C10 good area? I'll be honest, Gavin. I don't really know C10. I mean, I know C's all right. I would say lower C's a better option than probably higher C, but that makes sense to you. I mean, at the moment, I can't even get out. I haven't got a map on me anyway. But I mean, I'll be honest. When we were speaking about that, all the sectors are okay. As I always say, guys, you've got to come out and have a look yourself, because it's waste time me saying, yeah, that one's better than that. If you come out and have a look yourself, you're going to fall in love with a place wherever it is, you know, whatever price. So I always say, even look as much as you can on the internet, especially now you know, you can't get out anyway, guys. Look as much as you can on the internet, get as much information as you can. Do Google, do Google Maps, do the old Google Road thing as well. That'll give you an idea going down the streets as well. That'll give you a pretty good update. Haley's just put something there. Yeah. Skeleton about the new DJI drone. No, I haven't seen it yet. I did see, I think it's the 27th or the 28th. It's supposed to be coming out, which is the Mavic Air 2. I don't really know what sort of spec that's going to be. Talking a bit of drone stuff there now. I've got enough drones as it is, but it's another compact portable drone. The Mavic Air 1 was a fantastic little drone. No doubt this one will be as well. Yeah. Quite a few of you guys in the UK have obviously just come back in from supporting all the ALF supporters tonight. Vincent, James. Okay, I'm not missing nothing at the moment, which is good. Yeah. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to kick off with the first question that somebody asked me a while back, called Greg Drew. I don't know if Greg's in there. Can't see him yet. Maybe he's in the background. Maybe you've got 51. Okay, he asked me, do you speak Spanish before you went? And if not, did it take you long to understand it? Good question, that, Greg. Greg's from the... Greg won't be on here yet. Just remembered now, Greg's from the Australia. So if he is on, it's going to be really early in the morning, probably more like 5 o'clock in the morning. I don't think so. Greg will probably come on later on. But anyway, he was asking me about, did I learn Spanish before I come here? No, I didn't, to be honest, other than what you pick up from TV programs like Hola and all those sort of knick-knacky things. But once I got here, yeah, to be honest, when I'm chatting to some of my Spanish friends who we're vice versa, they can't speak hardly any English and I can't speak hardly any Spanish, but we do seem to understand each other when we're talking slowly, and I get the gist of it. And what we tend to do then is we Google Translate, or we use, you know, an iPad or something like that. Yeah, and we get by that way. And I suppose most people would say, well, this is the ideal opportunity to sit down, Sean, and learn some Spanish. And I'll be honest, even though every day is the same here, I'll get up in the morning, take the dog for a walk, come back, do the breakfast, and go through the same sort of rituals. Can't believe how quick the day goes. So yeah, I'm still no better off, but I'll be honest, I am understanding some of the words now. To me, when my folks come out of Spain, they spoke Spanish really well, and I thought I would have no problem learning Spanish. But I'll be honest, guys, I am finding it difficult, and yeah, I must knuckle down and go to some classes. Now, my wife just started a new Spanish class, obviously just before the lockdown. Well, all that's finished now. Now, I know there are online things. Frank's just popped in. Michael. I just got to say hello to these guys. Kev, top man Kev from the UK. Man W, yeah. AJP, Steve, do you think residency requirements will change from good question now, Steve. I think it's one of the things that we still don't know about the Brexit. Obviously, the Brexit is just gone completely quiet now, and no doubt that that will be extended well into next year. Because, as always, if this virus hadn't come along, we still wouldn't be none the better until the end of the year. If there's going to be a deal or no deal, I think the only thing that might change with the residency thing is to do with the money. Maybe you're going to have to make sure that you've got enough money behind you to support yourself. It's an hard one, really. I mean, at the moment, obviously, a lot of people can't do nothing. I mean, another big thing here as well, there is a lot of expats here that still haven't even applied for residency. They've been here under the radar for so long. I think they thought they got away with it. But yeah, things are going to be a little bit difficult, especially transferring your UK driving license over to a Spanish one. We did ours last year, and that took us nearly 4 months. Once we handed our driving license in, saying goodbye to your driving license, and then you just get a piece of paper. Yeah, that was a bit nerve-wracking. Apparently, the piece of paper is supposed to be all right. When we eventually got it, another thing I did notice on my driving license is I used to drive a 7.5. Well, that's been taken off on the Spanish one, which fair enough. I won't be driving a big lorry again. But yeah, I've got a Spanish driving license now. But it's not as bad as it is. It is quite difficult to explain. Hello, Steve's popped in. Steve, taxi driver's just come in. and Dave, got a couple of my old mateys coming on now. Yeah, it's God, I've lost it now, haven't I? The driver license, yeah. It's a bit of a palaver, and from what I've heard, this year, if you hadn't put in for an application form, there's a probably good chance you're not going to get it sorted this year now, because you've got to do a medical and a efficiency sort of test to make sure your eyeballs are moving around the right place. So that's understandable. So are you climbing the walls? I'll tell you what. I mean, I think the thing is not knowing, and when is this going to end? Obviously, they can't give you these answers. And I think the other thing is what I don't like. Obviously, we watch the news. They give you the figures, and they're saying, "Oh, today the figures have gone down." You then go on the social site, the figures have gone up, or they've missed off a load of, like, the old folks' homes and things like that. Obviously, they've been counting them, and then they say, "Yep, it's leveling out." And then today, I think I did add a quick snippet. Things haven't improved, from what I could see. Yeah, so it's like a Groundhog Day, is what I call it. I get up in the morning, every day's the same, and there's nothing we can do, is there? I mean, here in Spain, all I can do is take Bonnie. I mean, I'm lucky that I can take Bonnie out for a walk. I still feel like I'm breaking the law in some ways, because you can see the old twitchy curtains and that. What's he doing out? But I'm only walking the dog, and it's only a short walk, and that's it. You know, thankfully I'm not very far from the shop, but other than that, yeah, it's boring. I tried to fly with drone last week, but the weather, God, the weather here, I don't know, the past month, I think as soon as we had the lockdown from I can even remember the lockdown date, which was the 13th of March. It's been pants. We had the rain. I know I'm going to miss some of the stuff that's going on the side here, guys, and I'm sure I will get round to answering some of it. I've just seen there about Steve P. Our areas of Campus Hill still having issues with the subsidence. That's Steve. That subsidence thing is been there ever since it happened back in, I don't know, whenever that video was made, back I don't know, 10 years ago or so. And the company Massive that constructed all that are not doing nothing about it. It's gone to the courts. But what I will say is, like I've always said, watch the video, the Homes for Mail Campus Old video. I've watched it when I was here before I bought a place. Yeah, it is a bit odd, but you've got to remember, guys, the differences in villas here. I mean, I always thought it was 5,000. I seen the thing the other day, we only got 4,000 villas on campus. So it's a 5 mile square radius. There's only a small minority of villas that got these problems. So the villa that I'm living in, I think it's about 15 years old. Some of the villas, well, I'm on A, and some of the villas have been here 20 years. You're not going to buy a villa that's falling down. You can see that there's a problem. If a road's got cracks in it, or the building's got cracks, yeah, don't touch it at all. If you still feel worried of that, yeah, get a structural engineer in to have a proper check. I think I'm bringing out a video next week. I've called it Beware. I think it's coming out. It's be coming out Tuesday or Thursday next week. And what I'm trying to put across is, I had somebody today. Obviously, a lot of you guys in the UK or else around the world, I haven't checked where you're all coming from. I know Will's from the US. You've been looking on the internet, and I had a lady today contact me. They obviously once lockdowns and they can fly out to have a look. They looked on a Place in the Sun site, which I presume is a pretty bit like Rightmove, no doubt. Now, obviously, they're working with all the local estate agents in the area, and she was showing me a villa. I've got it written down because I thought, oh, that's interesting. I've got all these bits of paper that I've been writing down. Anyway, yeah, Place in the Sun. It's a 3-bed villa. It's what it is. It's a Neptuno. If any of you guys, obviously, a lot of you guys have been watching the Campusol estate agents and whatever, you get, or you're watching some of my videos as well. Well, I've done in Neptuno, a lovely building. It's a 3-bed, 3-bathroom property. Now, it was going for 87,000. Yeah, £87,224, which works out at 99,950 euros, which is a good price. But to me, where it was on Upper C. It's in the road where they've got subsidence. I feel sorry for the person that owns that property, but it was on Place in the Sun, and you would take that as a good site to, you know, well, if they're selling it, then it's fine. But obviously, that it's going for an agent. Yeah, I was pretty surprised that was on the market. As far as I'm concerned, I would say it's probably more worth like 50 to 70,000, if that. It's got a pool, but yeah, you got. That's why I've always explained, guys, you've got to come out and have a look. I know it's, you know, most of you and most of the people I meet around campus have all watched my videos. They've come out and they bought a bargain, but they've liked it. Be wherever it is, from A over to D, they've liked it, but they've always, you know, they've taken my advice in one sense and gone and had a look at the properties, because you can't get a good view with an internet picture. They're going to show you the best shots. I used to work in the UK for a couple of estate agents down at Sandbanks, and my job was to take the front shot that you would see on any internet site. It's the main shot, and you obviously got to make it look the best angle, best time of day. Obviously a bit difficult in the UK with frigging weather, but even here at the moment, I would say it's quite difficult, especially trying to get the sun. I've had a couple of days. I mean, what I tend to do, guys, when you see me outside in the videos, yeah, I've always pick a sunny day. But this past month, and thankfully I've had a load of videos that I've been putting up until this week. I've run out of all my videos now. It's been bloody raining. I told you about that. I'm in my basement at the moment. I'm in my studio part. I'm going to read some notes in a minute. We got behind me is a storeroom in it. Now in the storeroom, we didn't tile it. We had enough money to do my room, the wife's next door, but the other 3 smaller rooms, we didn't have enough money to do the floors. And what had happened, when we get heavy rain here, it's really heavy. It's a bit hard to explain. I never heard of heavy rain. I just thought it rains and that's it. But I can't, sometimes when it's heavy rain, I can't even get out the door. It's that heavy. It sounds bizarre, doesn't it? But we had it for 2 or 3 days constantly. And what had happened, all the rain had come up through the floor. It was concrete in there. But Frank, when I say it's flooded, I'm not talking about 2 foot deep. I'm talking about 1 inch. But when you're talking about a big coverage of floor, it takes a lot of mopping. And of course, I had no pump and that. I haven't seen Harvey tonight. Harvey did ask me I could borrow his pump, but I think they're called syrup pumps. That they have submerged pumps. They go below the water well. 1 inch wouldn't be enough. But we are getting one of these little vacuum sucking things to suck up the water. But be honest, this year is our main priority. We're to get the floor tiled like it is in there, the white through, and then we got a dehumidifier on order that's supposed to turn up tomorrow, which we're looking forward to, and that will dry it out because we can feel the damp. My wife's got a lot of fabric and that she wants to get dried out. So hang on, I'm just going to have a quick read on what's going on here because no doubt I missed a lot of stuff. Now, Will's gone on about it. So it looks like Will's just said that theirs has been extended to the 15th of May. I know the UK was extended. I think it's going to be longer in the US. It's good to see that you guys from around the world it's all right. I have to work out, but otherwise I stay at home. Yeah, I think things are going to change, aren't they, guys? I think, once this does get eventually sorted out, and I think what we're safely saying is until they get a cure for it, which could go on for over a year, things are going to be different for a long time, I think. I don't think June, July, it's going to be over. There's going to be some sort of restriction, maybe some sort of health pass. I don't know. It's annoying because at the moment we've got nothing to look forward to. So God, it's going to do me head in. This is have a nice evening, beauty fashion. Thank you. Stuart's asked about has the hotel opened yet? No, I ain't heard nothing about that hotel, Stuart. As far George has just popped. I just caught that, George. As far as I know about the hotel, that was supposed to open last May. So I'll have a quick drink. Ain't heard nothing since. I know the hotel on the Hacienda de Alimo. They've had to cut their staff, and that was before the lockdown anyway. Somebody did ask me today about could I do a video, obviously when things are over, about the restaurants. Well, I'll be honest, I don't think a lot of the restaurants would have survived. We've got some lovely restaurants down at the port. Some of those probably won't ever open again, unfortunately. I feel sorry for the guys here on campus. So we got some lovely bars there. With no sort of, how long can they hang on for? This is the thing. Right opposite where I live, we got an Indian restaurant. As soon as the shutdown happened on the 13th, I haven't seen them since. I don't know if those guys have gone back to India. It's the same as the Chinese. We got a sort of a fair-sized Chinese community here that they do the big bazaar warehouses. I haven't seen them. They shut down a week before everybody else. We haven't seen any of them. So yeah, it's hard times, isn't it? I guess if I can catch up, that pool must be spotlessly clean with all. To be honest, no, it's not. You can't see the bottom of it, can you? We've got quite a bit of sand in there. When it rains there, obviously we get a lot of rains come over from North Africa, and it brings the sand with it. I don't clean the pool. My wife does it. and she was there this morning brushing. What she does, she brushes it down and then we vacuum it out. But we got some more. We got a thunderstorm coming on Saturday, and checking the weather report, sounds like UK's got it as well. We got rain up till Tuesday. Hopefully, it's not going to be bad. UK's been extended. It's Man Rob Miles, have you got another 3 weeks? Rob's saying he's got another 3 weeks. Yeah, it sounds like most places just looking at this. Obviously, seen the US and UK. I mean, ours was be running out on the 26th, and they're still talking about this week. And I think we'll know by tomorrow. And it sounds like obviously they extend it into May. Hong Kong fully, things will never go back to how it was. You're probably right, Martin. I'm in my 7th week of isolation. Yeah, it's not good times, is it, guys? Haley, not sure if I'll manage 7 weeks. I know you just don't want to think. I mean, the governments are not going to say, okay, guys, you've got 3 weeks shut down. That's it. They know how long, you know, are we talking August? Are we talking Wellington next September? I think what I just read before I come down here is next week, Mazaron has got testing kits. And it sounds like if you had the virus or something, so they are checking people now, and just catching the UK news before also I come down here. They're working out who's more susceptible to catching it. Seems like us males are more receptible to catching this virus than the females. There was obviously on about the people that's got health conditions as well. Yeah, but I suppose the longer it goes on, the more that they will understand how this works, and maybe things will be working out. Now, this week also here, they've had their first sort of relaxation. They had let non-essential workers back to work this week. I'm not really 100% sure what that meant, but what I do know is that the pool cleaners are back working this week, and the builders. And from what I can work out, what they mean was they can go back to work, but as long as they're not, it's like if say for instance, I want some work done in my basement because I'm living there, they can't do it. They're not allowed to enter the property. With the pool man, it's a little bit different because he would come there early in the morning when we're upstairs. He would get on with it. So there's still some restrictions on that. So I'm back to reading it again. Yeah, how you just mentioned about this is another thing about my video next week, that Spain has been in debt for quite a few years anyway, and it was just pulling out of it. Last year, building was starting to pick up again, and they're all on about a crash. And I did see on some of the internet sites that some house prices were dropping by 10 to 20%. So yeah, this is what I'm trying to put in this video next week, just make you guys beware, especially if you're thinking about getting a bargain. You probably will get a bargain, but obviously we all know that there's gits out there, crooky people who will be putting up false estate agent sites, and you know, creaming you in. And that's why whatever you do, guys, don't just buy it off the internet. You've got to come out and have a look at it, because some of those photographs are not the true photographs. Another thing I mentioned with the photo, I don't understand the estate agent laws there, but it does seem a little bit more relaxed, that you can mess about with the photograph, or you can use photographs like 10 years ago. So when the property is brand new, they're using those photographs and not photographs from now. So that wouldn't have happened in the UK. The only thing I could do with doctoring a photograph in the UK was put in a sunny sky. That was it. Anything else, I couldn't even remove a satellite dish or some aerials. That all had to stay in. The only thing I could touch was the sky. Here, don't know. I've seen some images. I thought that doesn't look like the place. Anyway, place. This is what we've got here. We've got Paddy outdoor camping. Oh. Yeah. David Vale, hope Vigo's open up again. Yeah, so do I. I think Vigo's will, because Vigo's own a couple of restaurants along the beachfront. I was badly burning. Yeah, there's a lot of off-plan buildings going on at the moment, where they've actually put a portal cabin up, some flagpoles, and some of them are actually put up some of the main structures. Now, hopefully, if we do some relaxation on the quarantine of going out, I want to pop down to the Condado, which is the Alhambra Golf. They're putting some apartments up there, and thankfully they actually built a sort of like a show apartment, and the guys were really happy for me to go in and video it for them. So I'm hoping to go and do that. I'm hoping that they're going to keep on schedule and build that. But there are some golf courses, golf resorts around it that had a lot of reinvestment last year. Some haven't done nothing yet, and some have started with this. You know, I don't know. So this is why I'm saying about don't put any money down on anything yet, guys. I'm sure in the next month or so you're going to be bombarded with property from Spain going for a song, but so be so careful. So it's read a bit more. I love the Spanish, I really do, but when it comes to nitty gritty, my God. I've got some brilliant friends. I mean, I've got some Spanish friends. Me and them, we can't communicate. You can't speak vice versa, but we still have a good laugh, and we still understand what we're on about. So we've got Kevin, Mac. Oh, Jim, nice to see you. Martin, let's support Sean, guys. Yeah, thank you much, Martin. Martin, I must appreciate you for kick me ass and sorting out my PayPal account and whatever. John Whitehead, nice to see you. So I'm reading some of the stuff now. No doubt I missed a load of stuff before. We got 80, that's good. So we got I'm in the high risk category as I'm asthma. So I've been advised. Brian, if you can see that, I had a tracheotomy. I was on a life support. So I know what it's like, especially when your lungs pumped out. It's not nice. Thankfully, on campus, so as far as I know, there's been no confirmed cases. Unfortunately, in the area, there has been confirmed cases, especially in Matheron, Sultana, Alhambra, but another good thing, not good thing, but it's nice to know that the Murcia region hasn't been hit as bad as what some of the other areas have been hit, especially Madrid. So to me, it looks like it's the top half of Spain that's been hit really bad. The information that we do get is probably more centralised than local. But one thing, I mean, I don't know what's going on in the UK. But we get the council come out, they're disinfecting. We got the health centre just down the road. They're always disinfecting the paths around there, up where the shops are and the bins. They disinfect all that. They spray it all down. It's good, and no doubt it's the same in the UK. I don't know. There's a lot of guys, and women and men, putting themselves at risk. We got a delivery driver coming tomorrow from the Amazon stuff. I think, to be honest, that's my only outside contact I'm getting now. Mail's coming through quite slowly, good in some sense, but mail's still coming through. I haven't been to the bank. I mean, thankfully, everything is automated. I just use my card all the time now. Touch cash. My car, I haven't been in that car for about. I went in the car last weekend to make sure it worked. Wife had been out to visit the local supermarket, but other than that, we saved a bit of money on the car. That's beautiful. Right, let's get back so we can read some more stuff here. John Whitehead went to an opening in India across the road years ago. Well done. Would it be good to get membership fees for the golf course when you're there? Are you on about me, Stuart? Or are you on about if you get there? Well, this is another thing I'm hoping to do. when we're all out again, with my other two golfy pals, is we want to find out, because I didn't realise. I just thought if you buying a golf resort, you get it half price, which is about, I don't know, 50 or 59 euros, which to me is still a lot of money to pay on that 18-hole golf if you just do it for one day, and you still got to pay for the buggy and that. But you can get a membership. And she was saying that she paid for this membership card, it's 800 for the year, and you pay 9 euros every time you go and play. So in one sense, that's a big saving. But I did hear that there are some societies there, that some sort of golf clubs that you can join, and it's a lot cheaper, and they throw in a meal, but they don't make this known. So this is something else that I want to have a look at. And also Jackie was telling me, because she lives on a golf resort, and she was saying, don't use the golf shops on the resorts, because obviously they're going to charge you more. But there are golf shops outside the resorts on these industrial estates that you can probably get at half price. So that's something I've got to do. Like you say, you need to see. Yep. That's very true, Dave. Actually, I had asked me if I want to buy a property in Spain. Actually, they're going to inundate you now. There's going to be, I think, another thing you've got to remember, guys, there might be a bargain, and they're going to say, if we don't do it now, you're going to lose it. I can safely say there's enough property here to probably house the whole of Spain. So there's always going to be bargains. Whatever happens, there's always going to be bargains here. You just got to find them. But don't be pressurized into salesmanship, buying anything, right? Wayne, there's always a bargain. You need to be prepared to look. Yep. See, Wayne's true. Take your time, do your research, write everything down that and keep a check on it as well, because sometimes the information that they put up is a bit confusing. Another thing I'm going to mention next week, a lot of them are saying this is a golf resort, it's got 18 holes, where some of them haven't even got a golf course anymore because they haven't got enough people living on the resort. So you're still paying a community fee, which I think is wrong. All right, never seen any spraying in the UK. Okay. I mean, I thought at first they were washing it down, but apparently they're not. They're actually spraying some sort of disinfectant. And here's another one. I mean, no doubt. I mean, I've seen it on the news, the UK news, the military out. Well, we've got down at Toltana, we've got the parachute brigade, and obviously here in Spain, they don't say, "Come up, sir, can you just move off the beach?" If you don't get off the beach, they whack you one. And I saw a photograph the other day. There was a couple on the beach, I don't know, somewhere along the coast there. A helicopter popped down, went over to them, instantly fined, €6,000 fine. I bet they won't be going on that beach again. Right, here we go. What we got? UK response has been pitiful. Can't you read that? On your trips, right? Paul Barrett, Paul, I'm adding your music off you lately. I mean, Paul, if you have got some music you want to send my way, please do, because I'm always looking for music. You're a top man. You make some fantastic stuff. Yeah, it's all dried out now. Or we'll wait tomorrow. We're getting our dehumidifier delivered to us, and that would dry us out. But yeah, it's nice and dry down here. Bonnie's in her bed at the moment, aren't you? So stay there. I think you're hogging the photographs, the camera. Every golf resort has a golfing group. That is true, Kevin. It's just trying to find him. There's a guy not far from me, just up the road. He's a member of a couple of golfing groups, but he didn't say a lot about if you can join them. I don't know if it's that same sort of society in the UK. I mean, in the UK, it used to make me amazed. I used to be a delivery driver, and they didn't like me coming in through the front door. But here, it doesn't matter. Here in Spain, you can go on any golf resort. You can go into the hotel. You can go to the bar. You don't have to be smartly dressed. They like you to be smartly dressed on the golf course, admittedly, but not going in the bar, things like that. A little bit different here, but the the clubs or the groups seem to be a little bit secretive, but hopefully later on when we get this all sorted, I can get out and find out a lot more about that. How is Mrs. Expat? she's all right. My wife Jan's doing all right. She's a bit of a she likes making things, you know, making dresses, making dolls and bags, and amazes me. I keep telling her she's got to make a YouTube channel, but she keeps saying, "Oh, I'll do that." Well, but she's always busy. She's always doing something. No, she's fine. Thank you very much for asking. Right, we purchased a bank repro, which is really cheap. Okay, I've lost that one, Kev, but I think you know what you're on about, because I know that you're talking to somebody else. Good evening all to customers from the specialist vehicles in the Sanjavi. Well done, Stuart. Hi, Sean. Thinking of buying a property on campus, how much is the legal fees? Vincent, I think you asked that at the beginning, didn't you? And I didn't get around to it. I'll be honest, Vincent. I haven't got a clue, mate. I can't even remember when we first arrived. Obviously, we had a load of money set by for it. Hopefully, somebody will come in with that. Obviously, it's all depend on the cost of your villa, and that will. But please trust. A lot of people say don't trust him, but please trust your estate agent. He can give you all those figures that you want. I did mine 4 years ago. I never wrote it down. All I made sure was that we had a price set to buy the property. Went over the price a little bit, because like you do, you see one property, wow, that's fantastic. This property, I told the wife I didn't want a property that had a lot of walls, that had a high wall, so we had to paint all that. It's got a massive wall around my place. How are we going to paint it? God, I'm going to have to get somebody to paint it for us. And it's the same as the outside walls. I'm just going to get somebody to do it all for me. But I just walked in there. I went up the top of the roof. I looked over. I could see it. I can see all around, not all around, but I can see most of the campus. And I just fell in love with it. So it all depends on the price of your property. No doubt there is a percentage, but they will give you a breakdown of the fees, like anywhere else around the world. You know, they will give you the cost of fees. Now, no doubt, some people will say, be very wary with estate agents referring you to solicitors, because obviously they're going to get a commission on it, aren't they? But I think you got to get, when you find your estate agent that you're going to deal with, you know, if they feel right. If they feel like they're pressurised and all being, I don't know, you call it Jack the Lad, you know, and you don't feel they're trying to pull one over you or something, just go somewhere else, you know. There's plenty of them around here. Right, hang on, let's get to this one. What do you, I missed that one. I can't go back on it now. All right, Martin, unfortunately, we're going to settle for a short-term rental. I mean, that's another good thing, and that's what we did eventually, because when we first come here to Campus Isle, we seen a place that we fell in love with on sea. And if we had the money at the time, we would have bought it, but we didn't. We had to go back to the UK. Now, some people, this is entirely up to you all out there. Some people say keep your home in the UK. Well, we weren't in that predicament. Unfortunately, we still had a mortgage on our property, and if we stayed in the UK now, we'd still be paying out until we're 74. I've just missed all that lot. So we just sold the property, we paid off the mortgage, we worked out a sum that we could afford here. We come over, the property that we liked on sea had already gone anyway, because it had been nearly 9 months. We rented, because we took advice from other people. They said the best thing to do is rent first, because, and it's true, I think you got to come to an area, if you're coming over for a weekend or whatever, you got to come to an area and just make sure it is for you. I 30 years ago, when I first came out to Spain to visit my folks, I thought, no, I don't want to live near the town or the city. My folks lived near Malaga. Even though it was on the outsides of Malaga, I still didn't like living near the city. So we had always said that we live out in the country, and we looked at a couple of places further out. I thank God we didn't, but we did. And obviously, 5 years ago, we hired a camper. We come down the coast, east coast. Is it the east? Yeah, the east. Come down the east coast, and we just fell in love with Camper Soul, but we still rented for a while. We come here in the winter, freaking freezing. Can't believe how cold it gets here. You know, all this waffle about sunny Spain, we get 320 days of sun. Yeah, well, you sort of do, but not this year, we ain't. But it does get cold, and I always hype on in my videos about, if you're going to get a villa, make sure it's got central heating, because the idea of moving to Spain is to better your lifestyle. It's not to come to Spain, live on the cheap, and freeze your doodles off. Anyway, I'll go back to read. I got Joe Ham. Mum bought us Sun Lawyers and Loves the Soul, and they weren't too bad for fees. Yeah, I think, you know, you have got to try them out. Another thing I do suggest, don't just stick with one estate agent. Use 2 or 3 of them. We did, because most of the properties are on all the agents, but some are not. But it's nice to have a good idea, because we would love to buy the Neptuno, you know, the 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom property. Fantastic, especially that top box. It's got your own balcony. Well, we couldn't afford it. It was just over our top, and if we'd gone over our top, we'd have been living like we'd have nothing to spend, you know. So yeah, you got to set your budget. Billy Copland said, "Hi Sean, about 10% usually." See, that's what I mean, Vincent. There are people putting information there. If I missed it, sorry guys. But what's good about YouTube is you can re-watch this video, and on the live chat, let's look at there, isn't it? Do it that way. Is it? The camera's doing it the wrong way. Oh yeah, over there, guys, is all the what do you call it now? All the comments. That's it. All the comments are on there. So because it does move so quick, I can't believe how quick it moves sometimes. I'll just have a quick look. Joe Ham's there via Camper Soul. It goes so quick, it's gone. But if you re-watch it again, and obviously some guys have put some good information on there. I try. It's difficult when you're talking to the camera, and then you you talk in over, and you're looking at the comments. I'm the worst of the worst. I tend to lose what I'm on about, but I try and capture what I can. Any regrets? Any regrets? I missed that bit, but no, I've got no regrets. I can safely say, even with this virus, even with this crappy weather at the moment, I love it here. I can't believe I've been wanting to come to Spain for years, and I'm so glad I made that decision. It is a risk. I'll be honest, guys, it is a risk. We sold up. We had all our stuff in storage. We come here, we rented. It could all gone pear-shaped. We could have not liked it. The wife had I don't know, enough. I mean, obviously, it's a big haul for everybody, leaving all your friends and starting a new life. But I'll be honest, it's the best thing I've ever done. I'll be honest, yeah, and this is killing me not going out, because you can see from my videos, I enjoy going out exploring. I can't believe the amount of places that I can find that just keeps me going. And I've met so many people here. You know, I lived in a lovely little village in Dorset. I could walk down the street with my lovely dog Bonnie. We can get a hello. Here, I can walk in my shop. I can walk in Alan's. Hello, Sean, how are you doing? He didn't speak like that, obviously. I said, you know, it's so welcoming. Even Bonnie, the dog, has got her own dog friends. She's got Mindy. Mindy. Who else she got? Oh God, can't you think of the dog names now? Muffy. That's it. She's got all these dog friends as well. And it's bizarre, isn't it? I love going out walking, and see, even the dog loves going out walking. At the moment, it's a bit difficult because we can't really bump into each other. We've got to keep our distance. So let's go back to what's going on. Right, private healthcare, is it excellent? Good, good. Yeah, we had a private healthcare when we first arrived there. Now we've managed to get onto the Spanish health system. It's a long story. I'm not going to explain it tonight, but yeah, as far as I'm concerned, well, you got to have healthcare, whatever. Right, many scammers, cars can be expensive. Yeah, I just caught that top bit is just disappearing now. I did find when we was looking for our car here, I did find that the dealerships cars seem to be a lot more. You can't get any good deals here. I mean, me and my wife bought both cars over, and we thought we could exchange. My car was quite new anyway. I had to drive the car back and flog it back in the UK. And we bought a car. It's all fine, but it's true, yeah. But at the moment, at the moment, diesel's really cheap. We bought a diesel car. I think I used to spend £30 a week. Pounds I'm talking about in the UK. I spend 30 euros there, maybe every couple of weeks. I do loads driving. Yeah. How much is the private healthcare? Kevin's asking. See, it's another question I can't really answer, Kev, because depending on your age, depending on your health issues, if you've got any previous health issues, some of them, there's something else you've got to think about, guys. If you're thinking about coming out to live in Spain, if you got any, like you've got heart problems and things like that, or you've had major surgery, some of the private health insurances, and this is something you're going to check out yourself, will not insure you. And if they won't insure you, you won't get residency. So, and some people have told me that have been living here in Spain under the radar sort of thing. And obviously with the Brexit, they had to go and apply for residency. And because they couldn't get private health care, we got a health centre just down the road. It's a private health centre that you can pay for to see the doctor. Obviously, if you need something to go to the main hospital, you have to pay for that. But obviously, if you want to be living here, you need to be residency. So just be aware of that as well, guys. If you got private health issues, and I know I think Martin was saying that he probably won't be able to come out here, unfortunately, because he's got had a major heart operation, I believe, Martin. If you've got to come back on that. Vincent, thanks, Sean, and all. George, so I missed that, Vincent. I mean, another thing is, guys, obviously, if you got something you want to ask me, I will try and answer it. Obviously, tonight, it's been pretty good. I have to be honest, I didn't expect I'd be chatting this long. And obviously, the Q&A hasn't really been a Q&A. I've sort of waffled on things, and I've tried. Oh, Valentine's popped in. I must say hello to my friend Valentine. Thank you, sir. Hope you enjoyed the video. Kev. Yeah, I know, Kev. I don't mind. JT. Yeah. Going back to, I think if Vincent is still there, Vincent, I think with the no, it's Kev, wasn't it? Sorry, I mean, when we first arrived there 4 years ago, we was paying €200 a month for both of us. Now I think we was about 60. I think we was about 61 or something like that. Yeah, and it didn't go up much, but obviously it goes up every year as well. You got to think about as well. Now, obviously, like anything else, you get the budget policy, or you can get the middle class, or you get the top notch. I would go for the top notch. It's a bit like pet insurance, I suppose, isn't it? You get for what you pay for. So just remember that. And I know another thing got to remember, guys, if you think about moving out here as well, and you're going for, after 3 months, you've got to apply for residency. With the healthcare, you're going to have to pay that up front. They're not going to say, okay, well, you're on a monthly payment, you're in. They want proof that you paid up front for the year, because another thing they know, obviously, that you're going to take it out for a month and then cancel it once you got your residency card. So yeah, and I believe this year, obviously it's not happening now because I'm a resident. They was bringing out another card. No doubt somebody was saying something about that. And our British embassy was going to contact us. I think it's some sort of like an ID card. Maybe we're going to have a photograph of one. I don't know. And this is all to do with the Brexit thing. Chris, good. Yeah, that's good. So I'll see how I am next week. I won't say I'm not busy, obviously. I might do this every week. I'll see how it goes. I mean, if you guys think, would you want me to do this every week? I mean, I'm quite happy to do this every month. We'll see how it goes. But obviously, it's because it's something new. Some people might, and I'll obviously next time I'll understand how you set this friggin' reminder thing up, because what I've done tonight, I was sat watching my screen of my thumbnail, and I was watching the countdown. I thought, oh, this is good, but I can't see the camera. And then it said 9 o'clock, 1 minute past 9. I was thinking, oh yeah, that ain't working. So next time I do it, I will watch the YouTube channel and make sure I'm doing it correctly. Right, here we go. Hi Sean, just started. What's good? I missed you now. Martin, it's still going quickly now. I like to always do. God, what's this about? Rod Piker, hi Sean, everything. Yeah, Rod, I'm loving your videos in Ireland. Fantastic videos you do, Rod. And I most appreciate watching them. And you get my full support every time you put up your videos. Top man. Steve P liked, good. We got Xbox game. I was in hospital for a few days, and that's good. I know when my dad had cancer in Malaga, and he went into the Spanish hospital there, and I'm not too sure if that's the usual, but he went into the private part of the hospital. It's still paid by the state. It was like it was an amazing building. It had like what could I call it? It's like a right in the middle of this hospital was a place that all of us lot could go down, sit outside, trees and birds flying around, and there was a cafeteria. It felt like you weren't even in hospital. But my dad was so well looked after, and when he came out, they put me into a respite place as well that had a view looking over the street. And I'll be honest, I've been in. I'm going to turn this off, guys. Okay. All right. Okay. So what I'd done, I'd set my alarm for an hour, but I can see there's a lot of people on here tonight, so I won't cut you off yet, guys. Yeah, and I was pretty amazed. I've been in. Hopefully UK national health is a lot better, but when I was in, I didn't have a lot for it. You know, even though they saved my life, and I should be respectful of that. Maybe I've got a different attitude on life now. I take every day as it is. Anyway, we get off that subject. So, Valentine's coming in with some good prices there. Adrian, Australia. So what time are we, Adrian? You must be early in the morning. Are we talking maybe 7 o'clock, 7 a.m. in the morning? It's gone. Rod, that's most appreciated, mate. I love watching your videos. Steve, top man, I'm not going yet. I'm going to hang on. Now, I used to do a live show on my other channel when I used to be part of Drone Seekers, and I used to do it for an hour only. But I think tonight, because we've got a lot of people in tonight, I just feel I can go on a bit longer. Great video. Night, Richard, top man. Man W, stay safe. See, I'm not going yet, guys, but if you go in now, that's fine. Did I say an hour? Craig, no problem. Discovery channel, discovering history. So is Kim in there? I can't see him. Hey, he's there. I can just see him down there. I can see him. I'll get round in a minute. Steve Pig, good chap. Sean, thank you. Frank, bye. So I'm keeping going for a bit. Yeah, not by yet now. It's all right. I'll keep going for a bit more. As we got 76 still watching, I think it's only fair that I'll keep going for a bit. I've just seen Kim. Yeah, I liked your last video. No, your second from last video. You remind me of that Russ Kemp guy presenting that nuclear thing. Pretty good one. Iron Horse, thanks, Sean. Yeah, no problems, Martin. Yeah, I'm carrying on for a bit more now. Even though I'll be honest, my tea's gone cold. When it's a little bit warmer, I have my cans of beer down here, but it's not ready for that yet. Adrian's come back. God, Adrian, 5:30 in the morning. You're a top man for coming in to watch my channel. I most appreciate that. I take it we're still talking. You must be coming out of your summer now and getting ready for your winter time, and we're just sort of coming out of our winter and coming into summer. Now this week, we have noticed the temperature here is just starting to go up slightly. Even though I just started getting into my shorts, still in my socks. It's still a little bit chilly. We've had the heating on the other day because it was gone a bit cold during the daytime. But so looks like the summer's just starting to come here in Spain at long last. Billy Copland, well done, Sean. Keep up the great work. Thank you, Bill. Mary, oh, I know that guy. Mac Medium and Phil. Yeah, I remember you. I can't remember your name, but I remember you. Will, am I thinking it must be what, about 4 o'clock in the afternoon? JT, I also say, so you say more English speakers in Costa del Sol than the Costa Brava. I wouldn't even have a clue about it. I honestly didn't expect there'd be a lot of expats up here, but I know a bit further up, Torvrak away, there's a lot of expats up there. But I was surprised. Campus has got like a community association, and they said we got 80 nationalities there. Didn't think there was that many around the world, was there? I know we got a good mixture. We got Spanish, we got Italian, we got French, we got German, we got Belgium, we got a lot of North American. We got a lot of North Europeans here, and we got Russian, obviously, we got Chinese here. What else we got? I'm trying to think now. Got a lot of people here. Yeah, let's carry on. Mark Phillips, are the Spanish gearing up for electric cars? Mick, I don't know. Good question, that, because obviously we can see electric cars are coming in more. When I was in France during the Christmas period, I was amazed. I was in Lyon. You had those electric bicycle things. Now, I have seen them here, but not much. I think they're banned anyway, but obviously in France and everywhere you can hire them. To be honest, there's no electric points, put it this way. I believe that some of the local supermarkets have got a couple plug-in points, but I think once you're out in the country, there's nothing there. I don't know. I don't think any. I think maybe the BP garage. There's a load of BP garages here in Spain. Maybe they're gearing up with electric charge points, but other than that, I wouldn't want to buy an electric car here at the moment. No doubt. In Madrid, Barcelona, Valencia, that they're probably different. I mean, I mentioned to the guy before, Spain Speaks, brilliant channel, YouTube channel, and it gives you all the up-to-date information about Spain. He's been putting up a new broadcast every 2 days. And I didn't realize that Amazon, I mean, I know Amazon in the US has got their own supermarket, but I didn't realize Amazon in Madrid's got a supermarket, and you were saying about deliveries and things like that. I think it's a bit difficult now. Our local shop here, Alan, is doing home deliveries for the people that can't get out and about. And I heard that Consum over the road, the big supermarket, has just started doing deliveries again. which is good. Which is good. Let's go back. So on Miss Dorothy Watson's. I mean, bye. Catch you next time. Thank you, Dorothy. Thanks for popping in. Kim, yeah, get these legs out. Good. Have mine. Okay, I've missed that bit, haven't I? What time will get bright in the morning? What time does it get bright in the morning? Okay, 7:30 now. 7:30 Spanish time, so that would be 8:30 UK time, and it's starting to get dark about I come down here at 9. It was still light. No, it didn't. I come here at 8:30, wasn't it? Yeah, and it gets dark about just after 9. So which is good. I hate the winter months, especially sort of December, January. The days are so short. It doesn't get light until about 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning, and then it gets dark just after 5. It's quite a short day. And now this is why I started doing the live channel. Now the day seems to be a little bit longer, which is good. Wi-Fi is poor. Sorry, yes, I think some places are probably not getting a very good reception, where others are, unless Mike. Oh, that's right. Just you and Mike, thankfully. No, Draw Peacock. Hola. What's up with the Wi-Fi tonight? Okay, so obviously the Wi-Fi is not so good then. I mean, I'm looking at it and it's looking all right to me. So, guys, is the picture getting pants? If it is, it might have to do. Everybody on campus cells is starting to watch the telly now, so maybe maybe it's getting pants. If it's getting poor reception, then we'll call it a day. But if not, I'll just see. We'll just see what's going on. What's up with Wi-Fi? Doing well so far. Kim's getting used to lockdown. Good. How are you doing? I'm all right. I'm doing fine with the lockdown. It hasn't got me yet. If you ask me in a month's time, maybe it'll be different. Spain is far behind in some ways. What does amaze me is the Spanish internet is far advanced than the UK. I haven't got it. I've just got basic Wi-Fi because I didn't get much money, but there is fast broadband there. I think we've got 3 different companies. They do seem to have problems every now and again. I've been noticing some of the guys coming on in the evening saying they've just lost it. I'm not sure what that means. Another thing I've noticed recently, because we got a satellite dish, we can pick up all the UK channels. And for some reason, every now and again now, we're losing the BBC. And at first I thought it was the storms, because we've had some really bad storms and we'd lost ITV, BBC. But we've noticed in the evenings, BBC seems to disappear. So I don't know, BBC's managed to move the satellite up in the sky. But we can get it every now and again, but not all the time. So I'll see how that goes. So Dean saying the picture quality is fine. So what I will do later on, I'll do it tomorrow, is I will go through the video to make sure the quality is all right. If the quality is crap, then we won't do it so long next time. But anyway, we'll see how it goes. Does anybody on your channel know about? No. Oh, good. Me. Sorry, I don't know. But nobody. No doubt somebody else will hopefully answer that question. And I just lost that. I'm a tad pixelated. Sorry, Ailey. I mean, I can see it perfectly on my screen, and usually I think it comes up if I'm getting a poor reception. So it could be your end, but I'm not saying it is. But I'll carry play pictures a bit low res. I meant, yes, your Wi-Fi is not good tonight. David's saying, okay. But it sounds like you can start. I'll tell you what I will do, guys. I'm gonna finish it now then, because it's been over an hour's chat. If you could, when I come off, if you want me to do this once a month, I'm happy to do that. If you want me to do, well, I suppose what I'll do, what I'm saying is I'll probably put a poll up on my YouTube channel, my community slot, and if you want to do this every week, and we're trying to sort out something a bit more answerable, I suppose, because tonight is sort of a first for me to do it on this. Yeah, I mean, this. I think what I read yesterday down in Costa del Sol, they had, it's like I think they had a gutter free, to be honest, because they had a really bad storm, and we've got another storm coming in over the weekend, so no doubt it's affecting the signal, which is a pain in the arse, isn't it, really? So anyway, what I'm going to do now, guys, I'm going to say thank you very much. I'll most appreciate it. It's dropped, the viewing's dropping down now, because I did say I would finish about an hour anyway. And most appreciate you coming in. So, Richie, just seeing you then, Rich. Nice to see you. Paul Reeves, do it monthly, please. Okay, we'll do it monthly. Yeah, that'd be a good idea. So what I'll do, I'll reassess it later on tomorrow, have a look at it, but I think it'd be a monthly thing we'll do. I hope you enjoyed it, guys. So I'm going to say adios amigos, catch you next time. Hope you enjoyed the show. Yeah, and everybody keep safe out there, stick to the rules, because we don't want to pass on to anybody else. If we want to put anybody else at risk, let's get this frigging virus out of the way, and we can move back to some sort of normality if that's ever possible. So I want to thank you all around the world. It always blows me away. This is the main thing. I want to say thank you very much. Adios, amigos. I'll say goodbye now. Catch you next time, guys. Oh, keep watching.